Paying their final respects, thousands of mourners file past the casket of George Floyd in his hometown of Houston. Democrats in Congress introduce a sweeping police reform bill and kneel for the amount of time a police officer kept his knee on George Floyd's neck. The latest demonstrations in the UK have been peaceful. The Prime Minister says the government can't ignore the anger and injustice felt by so many.
You're right, we're all right to say Black Lives Matter. And to all those who have chosen to protest peacefully and who have insisted on social distancing, I say, yes, of course, I hear you, I understand.
But following some of the violent events of the weekend, there was a warning of a tough response from the Home Secretary.
To the criminal minority who have subverted this cause with their thuggery, I simply say this: your behaviour is shameful and you will face justice.
Let's just show you some pictures of the casket containing the body of George Floyd arriving at the Fountain of Praise Church in Houston, his home city. George Floyd, 46-year-old, of course, who was killed after having police officer Derek Chauvin's knee on his neck for 8 minutes 46 seconds. George Floyd, a local boy, went to school there, involved in sport and the local music scene. His funeral tomorrow.
Lewis Hamilton calls for all racist symbols across the world to be removed. The Formula One world champion has praised protesters for tearing down the statue of a slave trader in Bristol.
Leads with plans being drawn up by the London Mayor, Sadiq Khan, to reduce tensions and address public anger over police action against people of black and ethnic minorities. And the picture shows a Black Lives Matter sign being attached to the plinth of the Edward Colston statue, which was taken down on Sunday by protesters.
Online this morning, the Huffington Post is also featuring an article on controversial statues now. A focus of the Black Lives Matter movement. They say dozens of city councillors in Oxford have joined calls to remove the statue of imperialist Cecil Rhodes from a college at Oxford University.
A private funeral service will be held today for George Floyd, the man whose killing by police officers in the US sparked anti-racism protests across the world. Thousands of people have paid their respects at a memorial service in the city of Houston, where Mr. Floyd grew up. Speaking to mourners, Mr. Floyd's brother described him as a gentle giant.